Pisces, welcome to June. Let's see what energies want to flow through at this time. May they be for your highest good to receive for the month of June 2025, Pisces. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Beacon of light. Create a container for your energy so you remain in your own frequency. Stay in your strong sense of self. Stay in your strong sense of self. So this is a theme for June. This card has come through for most, if not all, of the signs this month. I've done these readings on separate days, charged these cards, shuffled them. So this is definitely a theme for this month. Being a channel, being a container of your energy. What a profound message. No matter who you are, what you do in life, maintaining your energy, maintaining your light so it is not tampered with. This month, I'm just feeling like the temperature, the climate around us may be a little bit off or a little bit intense or something that just doesn't jive with our energy. This is where the container comes in. And it reminds me of this parenting app I have called Good Inside, where the author talks about being a container for your child who is dealing with tantrums. Being the container, being the edge, being the boundary of how far that tantrum can escalate to. For example, for some children who hit, there needs to be some form of container or edge. So the reason that's coming up must be there's this need for boundaries as well, Pisces. Boundaries with other people, boundaries with time, energy management, maybe boundaries with yourself. Like, are you showing up to the things in life that you promised yourself that you'd show up to? Are you doing the things this month that you know are important for your well-being or for your livelihood or for something that's important to you? Okay, so boundaries are not just with other people, but with ourselves as well. And Saturn in Pisces, I believe we went through the whole course of Saturn in Pisces. It must have taught you a whole lot about boundaries, about how we can fall short if we don't put some sort of boundary around our goals, giving ourselves a container, a schedule, a means to get something done. Let's keep flowing here for Pisces. This is not about lecturing you. This is just a reminder. We have universal oneness. We are all in this together. Consciousness is flowing without separation. Act as one. So what a paradox between these two energies. You have be a beacon of light. Create a container for your energy so you remain in your own frequency. And then you have this universal oneness, talking about the flow of life, talking about how we're all connected here. Spirit, let's see what Spirit is trying to get at here for Pisces. Temple of light. You are worthy. See the truth of who you are, a being of pure love and light. And I believe it goes beyond just pure love and light, although it's not just pure love and light. It goes beyond that. So I feel like this universal oneness is also a reminder, Pisces, of your worth. It's a reminder of your potential. It's a reminder of your connection to the source of all things. Anything you want to manifest, anything you want to create in your life, you can tune into that frequency. You can begin to embody being a container for that energy, if you will. You could channel it. You could channel wisdom. You can channel beauty. You can channel organization. Some of us are more spiritual than others, and we don't resonate with theories around traditional ways of organizing our time and our energy. But if you take a look at it from a spiritual standpoint here, you can become a beacon of anything you want, a container for anything it is you're trying to do or achieve or embody in this world, is what I'm getting here. Looking at the bottom of the deck, which I'm always guided when I do readings, I'm in pure flow. We have sacred prayer. All you must do is ask. Call upon the ascended masters for guidance. So someone must have been asking, well, how do I go about being a beacon of light or a container for what it is I want? All you have to do is start asking, start opening up your palms. We have the energy of the palms. Maybe view yourself or your aura, the energy field around you, as a temple to allow whatever this is in, okay? Whatever this is for you. We're all on unique paths, journeys. We all have unique wants, desires. So opening your palms to what it is you want to receive and becoming a channel, a vessel for that. Much like channeling messages from spirit, I'm allowing myself to become a channel when I step into this space. We can channel support, we can channel guidance, we can channel anything it is we want that's going to help us in any given moment. All right, let's get more for Pisces. Let's just flow here. We have 9 of Swords. So that's your thoughts getting in the way. That's your doubts. That's your worries. That's your anxieties. That's living too much in the past or too much in the present. You could be dealing with depression or you could be dealing with anxiety. The sweet spot is right here, right now. This is your power of control, right here, right now. In this given moment, you can choose to lay down some burdens, 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You can choose to lay down some things, some responsibilities, pressures that will alleviate you, that will allow you to rest more. There's no sense in worrying about something you cannot control. So that's typically anything in the past or anything in the future. Ace of Wands flew out a little bit funny to the side here. It tells me you have a lot of power, Pisces, but you either don't realize how much power you have. And when I mean power, I mean it's like direction, force. It's you're not a victim to your circumstances. But some of you sort of vacillate between being in your power, but also being in victimhood, dare I say it. Ace of Wands coming out like that. Let's see how we can maybe turn this around. Knight of Wands at the bottom. More energies for Pisces highest good. Oh, wow. This is the way came through. That's like a bonus card in this deck. Star at the bottom. This is the way. So little by little, as we approach the mid towards the end of this month, you're going to notice signs, signposts. You're going to get intuitive nudges, feelings. And to be honest, rest is coming up a lot this month. Rest, pause, intentional lulls. I'm going through one myself. It may not look like that or appear like that. I'm showing up to do your reading because I was called to, but I'm not forcing myself to come here. That's the difference, okay? There's something about taking intentional rests or pauses or flowing with the pause, because there's going to be whispers from the universe as well. I'm seeing it show up in nature through birds or sort of flowers or nature that you see around you, the sky, perhaps dreams. You're going to get nudges of this is the way. So I did ask for support on how we can sort of turn this around, turn this upright. And the support is going to be coming in from the universal consciousness, from spirit itself. You're going to start to see the opportunity. You're going to start to see what's required of you as well. There is a requirement. What is the requirement of Pisces that wants to flow through this reading? What must you do? What positive changes can you make to align with clarity, focus, being stress-free? Okay, we have boundaries, Four of Pentacles. This is the container. There are certain things that you may need to steer clear from this month, steer away from. Four of Pentacles, minding your business, staying in your lane, creating a temple. Chariot, okay, staying in your lane. This is your lane. The more you focus on yourself, what's important to you, the more the way appears. There's something about placing importance on yourself, placing value on yourself, not giving your time, energy, money away freely at this time would be beneficial. Queen of Swords, that's clarity. Clear thoughts, not anxious ones. Thoughts that can improve your life, not set you back. Seeing the way forward. There's that palm again, so ×3. You have the palms reaching out. The importance of allowing help in, allowing assistance in, be it from spirit, friends, family, co-workers. There you have it, a community of people, the arms, the palms, the flow in their bodies. This is all significant and important. Number 24, let's see. Life is so much more enjoyable when you feel passionate about it. You have drawn this card today in order to give yourself a little more motivation and inspiration to help you get passionate about your life again. Being passionate about life isn't about jumping out of your skin with excitement every moment of the day. It is actually a combination of many things. Passion is about approaching and experiencing life with enthusiasm and commitment. Not about getting it right all the time or worrying about what others will think. It's about being prepared to see things through and being grateful for all the elements that contribute to your life. Living life with passion takes courage. Passion is about reconnecting with your capacity for enjoyment. When you drink your morning coffee or eat some delicious food, make sure you really enjoy it, not just gulp it down. When you watch someone you love play sport, cheer them on with gusto. When you go for a walk, take time to notice how incredibly beautiful the trees are and to ponder the mysteries of the clouds. Passion is also about giving the best of yourself to your friends, family, profession, and yourself rather than just ebbing along at minimal effort. Living life with passion means you will always get back so much more than you give. When you put yourself into life passionately, some amazing things will happen. Firstly, you will notice that you are enjoying yourself more and feel more alive. Secondly, the way the world responds to you will alter. Passionate people are exciting and interesting to be around. And when you put 100% of yourself into your life, you can open doors that will lead to things more wonderful than you may have imagined. Today is the day to get started. Be passionate about the people you love, your goals, your health, and your environment. Be passionate about the quality of life that you have and want. Sign up for the course you have always wanted to do, or book a flight to the country you have always wanted to visit. Then get out there and get on with pleasure of living your life with passion. Okay, so much was flowing through while reading that message and just taking in the imagery. I'm just going to let it flow out, starting with color. Add color to your life, your wardrobe, your diet. Something about colorful foods that have reds, oranges, yellows, greenery, okay? Natural colors. Something about dressing yourself in these colors will be a power move as well, and a power play, and get you out of a dark place, focusing too much on the past or too much in the future where both energies are dull and lifeless. The place to be is here and now, filling your life right here and right now with the experiences you want to fill it with, not postponing it for some future date. So for example, some of you want to get into fitness or yoga, let's say, but you're waiting to lose weight first, or you put that as an excuse, like once I lose this amount of pounds, then I'll allow myself to take that yoga class. Some of you are postponing something, okay, and being quite cruel to yourself by not giving to yourself what you really need. In fact, you may just need the yoga now, and it may help shed the weight more effortlessly than you think, as one example. But this can come out in many ways, in many different examples, where some of you are not giving yourself what you need right now, be it organization, some type of movement, flow to your day, color to your day. You may have been treating yourself quite poorly, be it through your self-talk. Okay, some of your mindset, some of your habits are quite cruel to yourself, and you need to maybe have that awareness in order to be able to move forward on this divine path of yours, in this divine body of yours, okay? Some of you can live an ideal life now. You don't need to wait for some future date. Okay, something about this card ties into the Four of Pentacles, where it talks about investing in yourself. Self-investment, okay, would be very beneficial the month of June. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of money, no matter who told you that it is. It's not. It may be the best thing you ever do for yourself, okay? Investing in yourself. It's not selfish. And if it is selfish, maybe we need to examine our view on what it is to be selfish, what that word really means. Who said it was a bad thing? Okay. When you find ways to live well, to treat yourself with kindness, it's not just about buying stuff to fill a void. No, this is actually doing stuff for yourself that is kind, that will create and make room for a better tomorrow. Okay. Let's see what else. Pisces. If you're always dressing in dark colors, Pisces, and thinks that's what's flattering on you, I'm getting more color is actually more flattering. Okay, someone really needs to hear that. You have grapes, abundance, bearing fruit, harvest, fertility, prosperity on the way as well. Fruits of your labor, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, this ties into passion. And there was something about food, okay? Not gulping down your meals, your drinks, your coffees, for example, like really savoring the moment, really enjoying every single bite, not viewing eating as like a job or just an everyday routine, but savoring the moment. Okay. Being mindful with what you eat, like eating more whole foods as well could be very important. Okay, let's move on. Ostrich trap. Avoidance, close-mindedness, refusing to face some reality, okay? So this is really inviting you to, okay, we have an ostrich whose head is in the sand. This is really an invitation, an opportunity to ask yourself if there's any area of your life where you may have had your head in the sand about, where you have been refusing to see, or maybe you have been resistant on. What a beautiful month for all of us to face where we are resisting something, be it abundance, love, happiness, passion, ease, clarity. Where are we choosing to be unclear? Where are we choosing more difficulty than it needs to be? Where are we choosing fear over trust? All right. And then you have flag and, well, I was going to say celebration, but cake is the symbol. You have achievement, recognition, some type of success or victory. I would say between 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 months. There could be some sort of memory or some sort of gathering, celebration coming up. That's important. Or milestone, perhaps a milestone. Okay. Or this is telling of following the way, following your intuition, following your clarity, how this can lead to a major achievement, a major celebration, or a major success. We have a chess. Chess is about strategy. It's about planning, Queen of Swords. So if you are going to think about the future, think of it from the perspective of what can I do today that's going to create for a better tomorrow? What can I do in this very moment that is going to relieve me of some duties or responsibilities that will just continue to pile up tomorrow, next week, next month? This is about staying on top of things. This is about showing up to those menial tasks that are annoying, especially for, Pisces in general, Pisces placements, where you'd prefer to be doing other things, but doing the things that will make for a clear tomorrow, a better tomorrow for yourself. This is being kinder to yourself, paying it forward. Also, Instead of future tripping, instead of worrying about the future, you could use the future as hope. Start seeing a better future for yourself. Start visualizing it and start placing your chess pieces, working towards it, building towards a better future here. This talks about thinking ahead, making your moves, some sort of course of action, right? Remember that piece on boundaries that came through, that piece on being a container. Be the container of the life you want to live. You need to hold true to a vision, stay true to it, have boundaries around it. Any other messages for Pisces? Okay, you have traveling lightly and wandering path. Another card that talks about simplifying your life and enjoying the journey, enjoying the moment, right? Let's see. All right. Release what doesn't support you. A busy life and the accumulation of more than you need creates static. Clear internal and external clutter. Do what matters and release the rest to find peace, grace, and stillness. Simplify your life. Otherwise, it's difficult to hear the voice of the Creator. Create time to rest and rejuvenate. What the sacred traveler wants you to know: on the journey, we often gather things that don't support us. It's time to say goodbye to fellow travelers, situations, and objects that don't bring the best out of you. Keep what works and let go of the rest. Doing what is essential and releasing everything else is one of the fastest ways to align with the tranquil vibration of the spiritual realm. Clear things from your schedule that do not advance your life forward. Even a small amount of this cleansing can make an immense difference. All right, wandering path. You don't always need to know where you're going. Accept the fact that sometimes the path in life is circuitous and meandering. Yet know that you're always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on the path. It's all for your highest good. Accept what is. This is the key to inner power. So acceptance that life is not linear all the time, that things go wrong every now and then. Sometimes we're led off course. Sometimes we're distracted. What the sacred traveler wants you to know: when you're traveling, you are in the present moment. A mystic traveler has no specific goals for the future and is not focused upon the destination. Everything is fresh and new. At times, it's difficult to accept everything that occurs on the road of life, especially if the road seems to twist and turn in unexpected ways. It's an act of courage and faith to accept what is without judgment or dismay and to keep going. Trust that there is a plan for your life and it's unfolding perfectly. Have faith that you're on this road that you're meant to travel on. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you can't work to change it, because you can. However, this card does suggest that every experience is supporting you for your highest good and your spiritual evolution. If there's something you can't accept, start by gently accepting the fact that you can't accept it. Allowing for your own wandering path is the key to grace and peace in your life. Okay, so for those of you struggling with purpose, with career, with finding your way, perhaps surrender. Surrender is the way. The more you surrender your need to know everything, every minute detail, the more the pathway will appear before you. Let's get your spirit animal message, Pisces, for June 2025. You have fox, focused, and clever. Where focus goes, energy flows. Okay. Basically, really telling of the Nine of Swords. If you're focused on worry, angst, fear, it's going to keep showing up in more than one way in your life. Okay. But if you're focused on clarity, on trust, on allowance, acceptance, the more of a less constricting path or overall sense that it gives a more vastness. All right. Foxes are known for their clever nature. As a spiritual guide, fox symbolizes the importance of focus and determination when pursuing our goals. With their sharp senses and keen instincts, foxes teach us to refine our skills and talents and to focus our energy on what truly matters. Their innate ability to thrive in various environments also teaches us the importance of embracing change and finding creative solutions to challenges. Like foxes, we must stay attentive and alert so that we can approach obstacles with precision. At the same time, foxes remind us that flexibility and resilience are key to navigating life's complexities with grace and ease. Thinking outside the box and approaching challenging times with intelligence and intuition is a powerful way of achieving our goals. Affirmations. My mind is clear and my focus is sharp. I easily tune out distractions. I embrace the power of focus to manifest my dreams into reality. So we got a bit of duality here, which is basically life itself, right? It's dualistic in nature. You got this need to hone in somewhere in your life, hone in on some either creative energy, some focus, being a container of who you want to be in this world, embodying it, not just leaving it for one day and postponing it, truly making something happen here, all while surrendering the outcome, surrendering the unknown, allowing the path to appear before you one step at a time. This really truly means staying in the present moment here, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you want a personal reading, you can book me on my website, theflourishingmystic.com. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be back when I'm meant to be, and I'll see you next time.